to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. This is the afternoon slate of games. I'm going to see Andrew Dice Clay tonight. I'm excited. We got to move some things around here because they only let you have, for some dumb reason, three lineups in the Knuckleball game. I don't know why they're not letting you do more. I mean, again, I guess there's not a lot of crazy interest in spring training, which is why we could take advantage and win some money. $100 on the line, $50 the first place. That buys a lot of best ball tickets. And it's good to win, stretch your legs, learn how to win some games. So we'll put our top lineups here. So they give you 3 entries here. They give you some in the solo shot. And these, of course, are the opening day games. And these are, yeah, again, best ball. And these are the $8 games. And again, our all-star team will be here. So I guess we'll kind of figure it out as we're laying the teams out. We have some recon already on some of these teams. Let's see what we end up with. Let me close this doors. I know the names. Holy shit, my pool is packed. There's 800 people in the fucking jacuzzi. Why do they do that? 800 people get in the jacuzzi. It's like a fucking grinder ad. All right, let's do this shit. Starting with a White Sox stack. It is noisy as fuck out there. They got a whole running club going on right now. Fucking insane. All right, let's do this shit. Jared, I'm going to see Andrew Dice Clay tonight. I'm excited. Jared Schuster will build up his pitch count this spring while competing for a rotation spot with the White Sox. Schuster has had experience as both a starter and reliever at the big league level, though he was used to nearly exclusively out of the bullpen by the White Sox in 2024. That could change in the current campaign, as he'll work to build up his pitch count, beginning with a Cactus League outing Saturday. While acknowledging those plans, manager Will Venable didn't commit to Schuster beginning the 2025 campaign in the rotation. Schuster. No recon yet, so we're going in blind with the White Sox. Thais. You fucking Bobby Dalbeck over here. I'm a big Bobby Dalbeck fan. He won me money in fantasy. Brandon Drury. Signed to a minor league contract Friday that includes an invitation to spring training. Drury had a dreadful 2024 campaign, putting up 469 OPS across 97 contests with the Angels. The 32-year-old slashed 262, 313, 495 with 54 home runs from 2022 to 2023. So same level of bounce back showing in 2025 seems plausible. Drury should have a decent chance of making the opening day roster with the White Sox. Miguel Vargas. We've already looked at Mr. Dalbeck. Charles Montgomery Burns. White Sox general manager Chris Getz said Thursday that he expects Montgomery to be the team's shortstop at some point this season. Getz was asked about the possibility of Montgomery cracking the opening day roster, of which he replied the youngster would get a lot of opportunity come spring training. Montgomery is on the 40-man roster, but a bit more seasoning in the minors seems likely after he slashed just 214, 329, 381 at AAA Charlotte in 2024. The shortstop turns 23 in May. Shortstop, right? Yes. Luis Robert Jr. Oscar Colas may test out at first base during spring training. As Romero noted, a move from the outfield to first base could improve Colas' odds of making Chicago's opening day roster. Colas saw just 13 games of big league action last season. He slashed 273, 368, 273 with just 4 RBIs and 0 extra base hits across 38 plate appearances. The White Sox have a plethora of capable outfielders, including Andrew Benintendi, Luis Robert, Michael Tauchman, Austin Slater, Miguel Vargas, and Dominic Fletcher. Colas would give Chicago a left-handed bat to pair with Andrew Vaughn at first base. Colas. All right, we got 3 spots open here in Chicago. The White Sox. So Tauchman is not even available to us. That gives us Luis Robert Jr. and Miguel Vargas. That is your White Sox stack. We shall play for the Knuckleball with the Chicago. Oops. Let's see who we already got here. We've got some Cubs in the work already. Gage Workman, Kevin Alcantara, Miguel Amaya, Vidal Brujan. So Justin Steele, of course, will take Kevin Alcantara. Nicky Lopez, Gene Triantos, Gage Workman. All right, Gage. Gage can take one of 2 positions. Let's see where he squeezes in. Justin Steele. Manager Craig Counsell said Wednesday that Steele is lined up to start March 19th against the Dodgers in the second of 2 games in Tokyo. Steele is expected to oppose Roki Sasaki, although Dodgers have not made it yet official. Steele was limited to 24 starts last season due to hamstring and forearm injuries, but he pitched well when on the bump, collecting a 3.07 ERA, 110 WHIP, and 135 Ks across 134 innings. Justin Steele. Carson Kelly. Michael Busch could form a platoon with the newly signed Justin Turner at first base in 2025. We read this. We read this when we did the showdown. We know all about fucking Michael Busch. He gets a job. Triantos. We read all about Triantos. Now, I believe our man Workman is either third or short. So Nicky Lopez is either second or short. We like Nicky Lopez because he's playing for a $1.5 million bonus. We got nothing here on Ben Cowles. We're looking for new recon, which we do not have. So Workman is either our shortstop or our third baseman. We can also grab Triantos. So we're going to do Lopez at second, Triantos at third, Workman at short. And there is your Cubs stack. Bada bing, bada boom. Moving on. Now, again, we read all this stuff when we did our Cubs lineup the other day. There's no new recon on these gentlemen. We know Alcantara is a big fucking scary bastard. We don't read stories more than once. Unless there's a tie, and we haven't decided what to do. KC. The Royals, ladies and gentlemen. They haven't named a pitcher yet? What happened here? Oh, there's no starting pitcher for Kansas City, huh? All right, no starting pitcher for Kansas City. Any recon? Do we have anybody showing up yet for the Royals? No Roy. Oh, yes, we have a bat. Tyler Gentry. Is Gentry playing today? We got Michael Garcia, MJ Melendez, Freddie Fermin, Nick Prado, Kevin Biggio, Joey Weimer, Harold Castro, Drew Waters. No Tyler Gentry. So we're going in blind. Blind recon and no named starting pitcher. Freddie Fermin. MJ Melendez said that Tuesday he spent the offseason in Miami revamping his swing during workouts. Specifically, Melendez had adjusted his positioning at the plate, decreased his leg kick, and demonstrated a more balanced stance in the batter's box. Melendez is hopeful that the change will simplify his movements and allow him to be more consistent at the plate after he struck out at a 25% clip and slashed a career worst 206, 273, 400 in 4,150 plate appearances a season ago. Melendez doesn't believe the adjustment will result in him sacrificing power, which was his main calling card during his minor league career and through his first 3 seasons in the majors. The lefty hitting Melendez should be poised to open the 2025 campaign as a strong side platoon player in left field. Though after catching in 10 games in 2023, he will no longer carry eligibility at catcher in any fantasy league since he didn't see action behind the plate in 2024. Melendez working on his swing. Nick Prato. Michael Garcia, starting at third base and batting leadoff in today's Cactus League game against the Dodgers. Garcia underwent surgery to remove bone spurs from his right elbow in early December, but the procedure wouldn't impact his ability to hit or play the field early this spring. The soon-to-be 25-year-old posted a poor 613 OPS over 157 regular games for Kansas City last season, though he showed some signs of growth at a career-best 60% strikeout rate and 37 stolen bases in 39 attempts. Garcia is slated to open 2025 as the Royals' starting third baseman, but it remains to be seen if he'll hit atop the lineup after registering a paltry 281 OBP last year. You down with OBP? Yeah, you know me. Who's down with OPP? Who's down with on-base percentage? What we got? Drew Waters, not a thing. Weimer, not a thing. We've got 3 spots open here in Kansas City. We will take, no Freddie Fermin. We got to move MJ to the outfield. So what we're going to do is Melendez is going to play the outfield, moving Freddie Fermin behind the plate. Nick Prato over to first. Cavan Biggio at the hot corner. You've got your Kansas City stack. Moving on. That takes us to the $1 game, which is still worth $50. First place. Or do we want to do Dodgers? Let's put the Dodgers in this $8. The next stack is this $8 game, right? We've done Kansas City, so now we got the Dodgers. We want the Dodgers representing us in we're against 3 people, $8. We win the $20 game, the ticket for the best bowl. The reason I want to do it with this team is I want to try and get used to trying to going into some of these games where you put up like $50, $100 to win 500. Those 4-person games that all the big players do, they play for like 40 grand, where the winner gets 100 grand. It's fucking scary as fuck. In order to get there, you got to start somewhere, right? You got to learn how to win in the late rounds, in the small rounds, the small ball. Dodgers are the world champs. They're the kind of team you want to line up stack in there. Let's see if we have any recon. As for the Dodgers right now, we have Chris Oakey and Eddie Rosario. Nicky Frazzo threw a bullpen session Wednesday for the second spring training in a row. Frazzo is part of the Dodgers' 40-man roster, but he's participating in big league camp this time around after he was held out of action for all of 2024 while recovering from November 2023 surgery to repair the labrum in his right shoulder, as well as the cleanup procedure he required a few months later on his hip labrum. Jesus Christ. The 26-year-old righty wasn't cleared to play in the Arizona Fall League as hoped, but he doesn't appear to be operating with any restrictions during spring training. Frazzo has 2 minor league options remaining and will likely be part of his AAA Oklahoma City rotation to begin the 2025 season. He's on the fucking mound today. Hey, fucking Nicky Frazzo. Fiducia, we got nothing. Dalton Rushing, this guy did dog shit dick for me. We read about him the other day. Fielded grounders at first. You didn't do shit the other day, Dalton Rushing, 2 fucking points. Muncy, nothing on Muncy. Hyung Kim, nothing on this guy. David Bote, nothing on you. Muncy, Bote, we read about these guys already. Ha-Seong Kim. Rosario is already in. We read about him already. He's automatically in, which leaves us 3 spots. Which gets us James Outman batting first, Teoscar Hernandez batting second, and we throw in Muncy at first. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got your Dodger stack. They call me Nicky Frazzo. Nicky Frazzo. All right, we got solo shots here now. So, this is a $1 game. This wins you $50. We're going to be bringing in some fucking dog. We're going to bring in the San Francisco Giants. Landon Roop. Sad Sam Huff, claimed off waivers from the Rangers on Wednesday. Huff has held his own during rare opportunities in the majors with a 768 OPS and 10 homers and 214 career plate appearances, although that's come with a 33% strikeout rate. He's out of options, so the Giants will need to carry him on their opening day roster in 2025 or put him back through waivers. Sam the Slam. Jake Lamb. And the Giants agreed on a minor league contract Monday, which includes an invitation to spring training. Lamb spent the 2024 campaign with the Pirates organization, appearing in 99 contests with AAA Indianapolis. The 34-year-old batted .266 with 7 home runs, 55 RBI, 49 runs scored over 361 at-bats. Lamb will look to impress with the Giants in spring training in order to earn a shot with the major league roster in 2025. If he cracks the 26-man roster, Lamb will earn a $1 million base salary this season. A man is playing for $1 million check. Oh, yeah. That man is motivated. What we got here? Brad Wesley. Ozlevis Bazabe, acquired from the Royals on Thursday in exchange for cash considerations. Bazabe has been designated for assignment and is now on the move to a new organization. The 24-year-old missed much of 2024 due to injury, and when on the field slashed only .248 through 93, .336 over 66 contests at AAA Durham. Bazabe is a versatile defender and is projected to serve as utility depth at AAA Sacramento. Casey Schmidt. He don't know shit. Marco Luciano. Manager Bob Melvin said Friday that he'll be used as a corner outfielder this spring. It's not clear whether Luciano has been permanently moved from the middle infield, but the Giants have been mulling a shift to the outfield for him for a while. Luciano admitted to being totally lost at the plate last season, when he managed just a .562 OPS and 34% strikeout rate in 27 games with the big club. The hope is that a move to a less taxing defensive position will help unlock his offensive potential. Luciano is likely to begin the 2025 season at AAA Sacramento. Lamont Wade Jr. indicated Thursday could bat leadoff this season. If it happens, it would likely be only against right-handers, as Wilmer Flores is expected to fill the short side of a platoon at first base with Wade. If Wade does indeed hit leadoff versus righties, Jung-Hoo Lee will be used in the 3-hole. Melvin also noted Thursday that Wade could see some action in the outfield this season in addition to first base. The 31-year-old has primarily been a first baseman over the last 2 seasons, but made 5 starts in the outfield last year. Jung-Hoo Lee said Thursday will bat third this season. Lee was the Giants' primary leadoff hitter when healthy last season, but did slide down to the 3-hole on 5 occasions when the opposition had a lefty on the mound. It sounds like he could shift down to the 3-hole on a more regular basis in 2023-2025, with Lamont Wade moving to the top of the batting order. Such an arrangement would ding Lee's runs outlook a bit, but boost his RBI potential. Get in there, Mr. Jung-Hoo Lee. Luis Matos. We got to check the recon real quick. Nothing yet for the Giants. So someone's got to go. Bazabe. Yeah, utility depth. Bazabe, low man on the lineup. You're out, Bazabe. That is your Giants stack. That gets us to another $1 game, where we'll do a Ranger stack. Recon first, always recon. Texas, nothing yet. Tyler Mahle. No restrictions heading into spring training. The right-hander was limited to 3 starts in 2024 after rehabbing from Tommy John surgery. Mahle was eventually shut down after 3 August starts due to shoulder soreness. After being shut down, Mahle worked on mechanical adjustments during the winter, designed to limit stress on his shoulder. It was probably good that happened, because we figured out what was wrong with my shoulder. He's healthy and expected to take up a spot in the middle of the Rangers' rotation. The 30-year-old has been plagued by injuries during his major league career, throwing more than 130 innings just once. That's not impressive. Impressive. Most impressive. Kyle Higashioka. Justin Foscue. The Rangers signed Nick Ahmed to a minor league contract that includes an invitation to spring training Tuesday. Nick Ahmed spent the 2024 campaign splitting action with the Giants, Dodgers, and Padres. A glove-first middle infielder, Ahmed slashed 229, 267, 295 with 2 home runs and 17 RBIs across 71 regular season games last year. The veteran will look to win a job behind Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, and Josh Smith in the middle of the Rangers infield this spring. Big bad Nick Ahmed. Jake the Snake Burger. Josh the Smosh Smith. And we've got an outfield loaded with names. Jock Peterson returned to Rangers camp Wednesday. Peterson was away from the club for a few days while battling the flu, but he's now recovered and ready to resume workouts. The 32-year-old's first Cactus League game might be delayed a bit since he's a tad behind, but he will have plenty of time to get ready for opening day. Adolis Garcia reworked his swing during the offseason. The outfielder's coming off a 2024 season during which he posted career. We read this. The loop, the swing. Yeah, we read all about this already. We read about Adolis yesterday. Dustin Harris. Evan Carter will start in center field and bat leadoff in Saturday's Cactus League game against the Giants. Carter has been private about the nature and severity of his back injury, and is expected to be something the Rangers keep a close eye on throughout spring training and the regular season. He is apparently in good enough condition to take the field Saturday after sitting out Friday's contest, but regular rest days may become a common theme for the 22-year-old outfielder. Now, just real quick, they didn't have nothing on this guy, right? Just making sure. We have one spot open. Rangers, Evan Carter, so let's go with Josh the Smosh Smith here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Texas stack. Now, what we've got here is an opening day ticket game and then an $8 game. Now, I believe the Colorado lineup is the one that won me the most money yesterday. So the Colorado lineup is the one we're going to take it to this other. No, I thought there was an $8. Oh, no, the All-Star team goes to the $8 game. Okay, so that works. This is what? This is for an opening day ticket. And this is for what? A best ball? This is for a best ball ticket. Yes, okay, we're good. We're all caught up here. The Diamondbacks. Idiarmo Vargas. That is our recon so far. Jose Castillo. Jose Herrera is out of minor league options as he prepares to compete for the backup catcher job in spring training. That Herrera is out of options gives him an advantage in the quest to back up primary catcher Gabriel Moreno. Herrera's advanced defense is another edge over Adrian Del Castillo, who crushed the ball during his MLB debut last season. It's likely the Diamondbacks have Del Castillo back to AAA, Reno, to hone his defense, while Herrera, who has earned trust in the Arizona clubhouse, grabs a roster spot for opening day. Pavin Smith, we read about yesterday. The platoon man. Ketel Marte. Read about him yesterday. We looked at all these guys, I think. Just got to make sure. Blaze Alexander. Eugenio Suarez went 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs in Friday's spring game against the Rockies. Suarez was one of several Diamondback regulars to start the Cactus League opener. He batted cleanup and delivered a 2-run single in the 3rd inning. It was a good start to the preseason for Suarez, who did not hit well in the spring of 2024, which carried over into the first half of the regular season. On his hot bat Suarez. Alexander, we read about it already. We looked at it already. Jordan Lawler. Diamond's general manager Mike Kazin said Tuesday that nothing has changed regarding the organization's plans for Lawler after the team signed starting shortstop Geraldo Perdomo to a 4-year extension earlier this week. When he is ready to be on this team, Lawler's going to be on this team. Like Perdomo, Lawler primarily plays shortstop, but both players are capable of playing second base and third base and can maintain everyday roles once the latter is deemed ready to return to the big leagues. After reaching the majors in 2023 and appearing in 14 games, Lawler had been expected to push for a full-time job with the big club in 2024, but a spring thumb injury followed by a hamstring limited him to 23 games, all of which came in the minors. Lawler is fully healthy and part of a big league camp this spring, and though regular at-bats in the majors wouldn't appear to be available heading into opening day, Hazen didn't dismiss the possibility of the 22-year-old making the Diamondbacks' 26-man active roster as a utility infielder if he proves during camp that he's one of the top 13 position players in the organization. Even so, the likelier outcome is that Lawler opens the season at AAA Reno. Reno 911. Luis Gurriel Jr. Did we read this? Well, let's make sure. Arizona manager Torey Lovullo acknowledged Sunday that he may need to give Gurriel more time this season. Off. I get monster locked on not giving position players off because they get hot or whatever, but I've got to pick some good days for him to keep him strong and healthy this year. Gurriel, who played 145 games in 2023, was on pace for a similar number last season before a September calf injury limited his availability as Arizona made a push for the postseason. The 31-year-old outfielder experienced a drop in slugging and ranked 114th with 42 extra base hits in 2024, which might be a factor in the manager's desire to give Gurriel more time off. Lovullo's goal of keeping him healthy through the course of the season is a prudent one, but fantasy managers can still expect Gurriel to receive the bulk of the playing time in left field. Good. We've got our five, but let's take a look if there's any competition. Or a Barossa. Corbin Carroll, nothing. Nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Diamondback stack. Finalmente, Colorado. Well, we have two, Benny Montgomery and Brenton Doyle, but no pitcher. No bloody pitcher. No Benny Montgomery, no Brenton Doyle. We're going in fresh. All right, let's do this shit. Drew Romo. Michael Toglia is on track to open the starting season as the Rockies' everyday first baseman. I'm an everyday player. I want to play every day. There's a mindset. He has the mindset. The defensive side is real. He's a really good defender. In time, he's going to get his due, both inside the game and outside the game. But that takes time. After winning a spot on the opening day roster coming out of camp last spring, Toglia served as the part-time player for the Rockies to begin the season. He split time between first base and right field before he was sent down to the minors April 24th, after batting just 106 with 20 strikeouts over his first 15 games. Upon returning to the majors June 6th, however, Toglia proceeded to start the Rockies' final 101 games, but with the last 90 coming at first base. He hit just .233 following the call-up, but he showcased power and made a surprising impact on the base paths with 10 steals. Toglia's high strikeout rate will likely continue to make him a batting average risk during the upcoming campaign. But after building up his job security with his strong finish to last season, the 26-year-old should be able, should be able to pile up plenty of useful counting stats. Why is my neck fucked up today? Oh. It's making me read so goddamn much. Faro Estrada. Nothing. Not a bloody thing. Ezekiel Tovar. Not a thing. Not a good thing. Sad Sam Hilliard. Likely to compete for a starting corner outfield spot during spring training. Hilliard is very likely to have a roster spot as the primary backup to Brenton Doyle in center field. He'll also compete for a corner outfield spot, presumably right field, with the likes of Jordan Beck and Sean Bouchard. Beck could be in the best position to earn the job out of spring training, though both he and Hilliard entered the 2024 campaign in the majors. Zach Veen. Jordan Fernandez. Nick Martini signed to a minor league contract Wednesday that includes an invitation to spring training. Martini managed a 912 OPS in 29 games for the Reds in 2023 and opened 2024 as the primary designated hitter against right-handed pitching. But he fell off to a 641 OPS across 52 contests last season and missed significant time due to thumb surgery. The 34-year-old will compete for a reserve outfielder role in Colorado. All right, that leaves us 2 spots. Let's go to Thairo Estrada and Ezequiel Tovar. You have your Colorado stack. Remember, brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. My bad neck. Ugh. All right. Let's make some all-star teams here, kids. Who dares bother the shit out of me? Good shit. That dude's paid. Everybody's paid. We'll set that shit up tomorrow. Okie dokie. In terms of pitchers, who do we like the most? Schuster. Steele, definitely. I'm thinking Steele. Nicky Frazzo. Louis Roop. Tyler Maul. Castillo. We're going with our double pitchers are going to be Justin Steele, of course, number 1, and Nicky Frazzo, number 2. When in doubt, always go with the champs. The problem is because these other 2 stupid fucking teams don't have pitchers. All their pitchers kind of clog it up. So, Steele, except against Chicago, where we're going to go straight to Nicky Frazzo. Da-da, da-doosh. Nicky fucking Frazzo. Eat. We like Dodger pitching. Except, of course, against Kansas City, where we'll have to take Justin Steele. And then you go with the former champs right before them, Tyler Maul and the Texas Rangers. Nicky Frazzo here, Justin Steele here. Boosh. Roop and Steele. Tyler Maul, Justin Steele. Arizona will have Castillo and Justin Steele. I love me some fantasy goddamn baseball. This will have double pitcher. So again, Justin Steele and Nicky Frazzo. Now for a catcher. Let's get a look what we got here. Freddie Freeman was the last minute fill-in. Dalton Rushing wasn't impressive. Sad Sam Huff. Herrera. So I think I'm actually going to go MJ Melendez, who we moved to the outfield from Kansas City. To me, he was the best qualified catcher, who worked on his swing this offseason. Let's see what the fuck happens with his swing. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do up, 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 do up. First baseman. What we got? Bush, maybe. Nicky Prado. Bush is our forerunner so far. Jake Lamb. Pavin Smith, who did shit yesterday. Mike Toglia. He's seemingly the hot bat coming in. Mikey Togs. Michael Toglia. All right. Second base. We got Drury. Nicky Lopez. That seems to be our guy right now. But I'm pretty sure Workman is also. No, Workman's a third baseman and a shortstop. Alcantara is an outfielder. So right now it's Nicky Lopez. Unless you find me better. Our all-star team, ladies and gentlemen, Nicky Lopez. If it did Triantos, there's 4 Cubs on here. Yeah, but Amaya and Brujan aren't playing. So Nicky Lopez. Second baseman, Nicky Lopez. This one's easy. This is Alcantara. Looking through the rest of this team in terms of third base, outfielders, nobody's really popped up yet for Chicago. So we can put this lineup in. Once we get our lead outfielder, which is Kevin Alcantara, the 6'8" monster from Chicago. Put that lineup in. That lineup is done. Again, we got Alcantara here already. Nicky Lopez. That's Nicky Lopez. Second base, Nicky Lopez. Third base. Now again, looking here, Evan Carter is interesting. Batting leadoff for the Texans, so the Rangers getting his act back together, trying to become an all-star again. So we could throw Workman in here and come back, and we could put this lineup in. Evan Carter is interesting. All right. Second base, Nicky Lopez. Third base, we're not there yet. That's going to end up being Workman, so we can just put that in there. Tovar, Hilliard, Martini. Ezekiel Tovar, Hilliard, Martini. Nobody there is grabbing our interest. Let's get Alcantara in here. We are good to go. It's always tough when it's all fresh. You don't have much recon yet. You just got your instincts and the interesting data you read off the cards. So, okay, third base, we know it's going to be Workman. That's an easy one. Biggio. See, they can have Workman at shortstop, so that's an easy one. And we can put Alcantara in there too, just to get that done. Third base. Now we have shortstop open as well. So we can put Workman there as well if somebody's better at the position here at third. I'm not seeing anything yet. Eugenio Suarez. There it is. We're going to move Workman to short. We're going to put Suarez at third. Eugenio Suarez at third. Workman at short. That is not needed. Biggio is already there. So again, here, we can switch it out. We go Suarez at third. Workman at short. Eddie Rosario is our other outfielder. Oh, yeah. That's our second outfielder. Rosario, Alcantara, and I believe Evan Carter will be our third outfielder. Very good, very good, very good, sir. Alcantara is our guy. Bang. Maybe Lamont Wade could be our third. I'm thinking Evan Carter. We need 2 outfielders here. Gurriel. The guy will get his days off. I don't know about that guy. But I do know Eddie Rosario and Kevin Alcantara. That lineup is in the books. This is our all-star team. Let's get our first 2 outfielders in there. Eddie Rosario. Kevin Alcantara. As I'm looking through, I'm thinking Evan Carter is going to be our third guy. Yep. This case is closed. The Rosario. And finally, Rosario and Mr. Carter. Ladies and gentlemen, you have your lineups for the 4 o'clock games. May fate and fate decide your fortune, and if you should win, please blow all your money right here on the new Pharaoh's Lounge Kickstarter. Peace, love, war.